It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Panthers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, week 2 of the season. Greg, as you get the season going, you want to get that first game under your belt. Now, it almost feels like all the buildup is past. Now we're looking ahead to this long marathon of a regular season.
Absolutely, and this is really where you fall into the pace of the NFL season. All off-season, no matter how hard you try to say, all right, week 1 is just one of...
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Charlotte. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
If there was one thing that was clear right off the jump from our meeting last week, Mike, it was the fact that he shouldered almost all of the blame for last week's loss on himself. Remember what he called his 2 interceptions? He said those are inexcusable. But when you go back and really study the tape, not everything was his fault. Protection at times, spotty. The separation downfield of some of his playmakers, very inconsistent. And truthfully, I didn't love all of the play calls. They're going to have to be better as an entire offense for him to play better at the quarterback position.
That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Young. Open man, right side, he's got it. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll send him over to the left. A 2nd down throw for Young. That one taken in right side by Legette. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
He'll try to run, and he will score. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd down and 9. He'll drop to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. First catch for the man who led the league after 1 week in receptions. Huge game week 1. Good start to week 2.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Devin Tompkins on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Secured by the veteran, Adam Thielen. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. Here's Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Young. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Chargers' 28-yard line.
Now Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. Open man is the tight end, Dissly. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
He'll look to throw. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. Back to the air one more time. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to... The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. Give him 14 on that play, one 1st down.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Here's Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. And will return to Charlotte in a moment. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. Young to throw on 1st down. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Young. That's to the right, caught by Sanders.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Legette. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They go back to Legette. He's got another one. He is in. Xavier Legette, touchdown, Panthers. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8. Sending a receiver right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. Throwing on second down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the new-look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. Here's Dobbins. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Dobbins, and man, you got to feel good for him. I mean, his time in Baltimore was just riddled with significant lower body injuries. To see him healthy, and he has gotten off to a fast start, and this is the player that everyone around the league knew he was capable of being.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. There is his tight end, Dissly. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion right. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Chark. Touchdown Chargers. That his first touchdown of the new year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Tompkins on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Young hands it to Hubbard. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He's got his tight end, Sanders.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Chargers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? The man in motion here is Chark. That's into the hands of Dissly downfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and we'll bring up 3rd down. Back to throw. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. A second down throw for Young. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Young to throw again on 2nd down. Now a loose football. And fortunately, a Panther was right there to get on it. So no turnover. They retain possession. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the pistol, a give to Hubbard. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Here's the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The visitors' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Pass brought in by Chark. And he's into the end zone. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end, Thomas. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Derrick Henry, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Next, we take a trip down the coast to Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. On the return, this is Jalen Reagor. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one finds McConkey. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Back to the air one more time. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Tompkins on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. Motion man sent right. On 1st down is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
At the 32-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. On 2nd down, Young. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
They'll go play action with Young. The throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Young. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Sanders headed in motion. From the gun, it's Young. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The visitors' offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Gain of 30.
And Mike, week in and week out, I still don't understand how tight ends continue to be disrespected and left wide open in the passing game. I mean, he's the biggest target on the field. How do you lose track of him? Somebody needs to identify their responsibility, stay in their zone and coverage, and make sure they take that big target away. Because if not, I guarantee this quarterback's going to continue to look at him early and often.
He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
At the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. He'll try and run for the 1st down with Edwards. He's down right at the 40, but that is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They bring their tight end right. Now this time, they'll look to throw. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Back to throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young gets it away quickly, and it's caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
32-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Hubbard. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a 1st down up to the 37-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The motion man is Sanders. A 2nd down throw for Young. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Junior Colson, an 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Young. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers.
In punt formation for the Panthers.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Up the sideline, past the 30. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 5. First down, Chargers.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play, and the Chargers have the first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one finds McConkey. And he's in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Throwing is Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.